Hey guys, so today we're gonna plant one of my GREENSTAK Vertical Planters. I have the 5-tier original, and I have it in terracotta color. Actually, both of them that I have are the same. They're available in different colors. I'll make sure and link below, you know, all the information and where I got them and stuff like that. But I have the base that spins, which is nice because kind of where this one is located, in first thing in the morning, it's pretty shady, and then you know, all afternoon this side gets sun, so I rotate it every couple days or whenever I think about it, or water it or whatever. So that one goes first, and then you'll see little grooves here. And I do have it on just a concrete pad because the important thing with these is that they're level. We have had really good luck with these standing up in some pretty good winds, and I do think that it helps a little bit that it's right next to a building, but so far, knock on wood, we have not had any of them that have fallen over. So we're just gonna do one tier at a time, and we have found that when you're filling the dirt, it just helps to throw a little cup over this, because this is the next portion is going to go, you know, underneath of that. So we'll just start filling this one with some dirt, and that's pretty hard. I think I'll get rid of that one. So we're going to start today. We're going to do some seeds in here, and then leave some empty pockets. And then once we get to where plants, you know, are really available and being sold, we're getting there. Probably in the next few weeks, we'll be putting a few plants in as well. So yeah, having this little cup on here is nice because it doesn't fill that hole with dirt, and that's where the water drains from the top. Once we get to that part, I'll show you how it all works. Just kind of keep filling it, and I think I've had these 3 years now. I haven't I need to see how many bags of soil it actually takes to fill these. Usually I'll just clean them all out at the end of the year and use that dirt somewhere to fill in, you know, where else we need it or whatever. So I do put fresh dirt in here every year. I do know some people do strawberries in them and then, you know, leave them in over winter or whatever. So there's lots of options with these. They have a lot of accessories that you can get for them. Another good option if you know, don't have space, live in town, or just want something on a back patio or deck or something too. Typically in this one, we'll do herbs because Aaron does a lot of grilling out here by the shop. So I kind of made it, if he needed something, he could just come clip it off. We're gonna plant lettuce seed in it today. We're gonna actually try, I ordered a new product that I'm going to show you guys today too that I have not used yet. So we'll speed this up as we fill this up so you don't have to watch me do the whole process in regular speed anyways. Okay, so once we have it to this point, you know, it gets a little hard to lift the bags up, or at least for me to dump that dirt in. So I just have a metal funnel, an old metal funnel that I use to, you know, scoop it in or whatever. Coffee can would totally work, whatever you got. And so we're gonna do this one, and then in between, you might notice I was put in these little gray pieces. This is where the water runs through. It's a water reservoir, and there's little tiny holes. So when you water from the top, it runs through, and then those holes, you know, allow water to go to the plants or whatever. I do water like that, but I also water, you know, kind of the whole thing just with the hose, depending on how much rain we've gotten and that sort of thing. But it's the system is that it's supposed to water down through. And so that's what those are. That's what you've been seeing me put in between each layer of the pots. Just kind of add it in and kick it around a little bit, fill in all the spots and the pockets. When I did get these or went with these, I did the deeper ones, the original, just because I never quite knew what I wanted to grow in them. They do have some like shorter pockets that are more for like lettuce and that kind of stuff that don't have such a deep root system, which I use these for lettuce, and that's what I'm going to plant in these today. But I just wanted the option of, like, if I ever wanted to do something else, I could. I think I had kohlrabi in a couple pockets last year, and I know you can do tomatoes in them. I mean, you can pretty much do all the things. I'm sure you could do potatoes. You just probably like one per pocket or whatever, but that would be kind of interesting to see too, how many potatoes you could grow in something like this. But like I said, a lot of people use them for strawberries. And the plants just stay in there, you know, from year to year. I don't know. I've not done it, so I don't know if it's something that they like store. Like mine, I just store in my greenhouse. There's no plants in them, but I kind of wonder if that's what you would be best for, like keeping strawberry plants in there over the winter if you had, or a garage or something like that. But I guess when they're planted in the ground, obviously they stay in the ground all winter, so it's a little bit of a process digging it out with this, where you can't, not just dumping it in, but I don't think I can get that bag up over my head. If you have one of these or a system like this, we would love for you to comment below and let us know what you grow in yours. We're always trying to try something new and just kind of see what works best. And like I said, I'll link below all the stuff that we have bought and used as far as from GREENSTAK. One of the things I do love about that is it's a company, everything's made in the United States. I believe they're located in Tennessee, and it's just a family-owned business, so to me that's important. So far we've used about 1.5 bags, and this is, you know, a big bag of soil, but we've got one more tier to go. And then I will go back through and fill in, you know, before we plant these seeds, because you kind of want to go underneath this little water reservoir to kind of hold it in place. So I usually have to go back through and kind of top off each pocket or whatever once I get that in there. Okay, so we took this little lid off, and it's got, I'll show you on this one. So this is what the center looks like. And then, I put it over here, I'm like, where'd I go? This will sit right on top of here. So then I'll shove all that dirt underneath of there to just kind of make it nice and firm. And then the next one goes on. Okay, so then we'll add some more. We'll definitely have to get another bag of soil to finish it, but maybe 2 bags would about do, because I think I had not quite half a bag on that other one. So probably 2 of the big bags. This little scoop is nice. It's an old grain scoop, I think, but it does help get them down in the pockets like that and not fill up that little water piece. We might top that off again before we plant. Gotta get another bag of soil here and then we'll finish them off. Then I'll show you what I ordered to try out this year. Okay, so we have all of them full. I did go back through a little bit and fill in some of the pockets, just kind of top them off a little bit, because as you push it under there, you just got to make sure each of them are in place really good. We'll remove that cup. So the last piece that goes on is where you water it. So this goes right on top, and then you just put the hose right in there. It's got some fill lines, and I think, if I remember correctly, they said they recommend that you, you know, the first time for sure, fill it till it's running out the bottom. I don't have it on this one, but these little things have where you can hook a hose. So if you have it on a deck or something, you can kind of get that water to go elsewhere. I have it on the other one. We're not going to plant that one today because I'm going to put actual plants in it. But that just sits right on there. I think they have covers, cute little covers that you can get for these now too. That's something new, I believe. So we're just going to top off the pockets. Shove it under there, because you think you got it, and then you come out one day and it's all like sunk in. It's wiggling pretty good, but I'm messing with it too. I don't know. I checked as I added each one to make sure it was in place good. We're going to add quite a bit more dirt because I really shoved that under that water. And I'm just using potting soil. I know, depends on what you want to use, but this is just potting soil, you know, for container gardening. I do love that it spins, not only for the fact that you can, you know, move it around, make sure everything's getting equal sun, but makes it really easy to work with too. Maybe one more. Don't press it in there too terribly much, but just to make sure you get up underneath of there a little bit. So that's the GREENSTAK full of dirt, and well, it's cleaned up a little bit. Sometimes I get muddy handprints on it once we're planting and stuff, and I just hose it off and makes it look good. Okay, so the thing I did order this year, and I have to show you their boxes because They're super cool. They have little veggies all over them. Yeah, so they're in Knoxville, Tennessee. So local, made in the USA. I like that. Okay, so what I got this year, I think they're new, are seed houses, is what they're calling them. Essentially, it turns, oh, cute little bags. It turns these pockets into little greenhouses. Now, we're mid-April. Probably could have started some of these earlier, but such is life. We're gonna try some lettuce in there. So let's see if I can get these. So yeah, they're just these little plastic pieces that are gonna clip on like that to create little greenhouses. So might help that lettuce get going a little bit more. I'm gonna do a variety of lettuce that I have picked up. Some left from last year. Crimson Mix, these are from Baker's Creek. Tom Thumb, just a variety lettuce. And then this was one of the free seeds I got from them. So probably, I do really enjoy having flowers in these because it's right next to the driveway, so I think it just looks really nice. And we, again, might put some herbs and stuff in there a little bit later. So I'll probably stagger these throughout. How many did I get? 3 sets of 6. So we have quite a few to work with here. Lettuce seed is so tiny on a nice breezy day. And me being picky, I want to probably stagger some of the color because I'm kind of wondering if I need to just water those in a little bit. I don't know if I can do that once these are on. Yeah, I think I can just sprinkle some down in there over top too. So, all right. So I'm just gonna keep planting the lettuce and then kind of see what we end up with here. Okay, so I ran out of lettuce seed, but I have 2 of these little things left, so I'm gonna stick some radishes in a couple of them. I wasn't sure about putting them up here, but they seem like they're gonna be okay. They do hook on there pretty tight. I don't know, it's kind of one of those, they're obviously not gonna stay on the whole time, but like visually it would have looked better with them on each of them, but I intend on grabbing some, like I said, herbs, filling in, and I always love wave petunias in these. So we'll get those here as soon as that is available, and probably starting to be for sure in some of the stores. Radishes and carrots and that sort of stuff is, I am terrible about thinning stuff. You know, you just feel bad taking stuff out, I guess, like killing a plant. So I typically don't even plant them, but I actually did today, planted some in our in-ground boxes, and then we'll just see what they do in here. Yeah, they fit on there pretty nice. And so obviously it's like, you know, they're not gonna stay on the whole time because it's kind of just making a little greenhouse to get them to come up. So as the plant grows, then you'll remove them and hold them back for next year or whatever. So, but yeah, they're pretty kind of a cool little deal. So we'll see how the lettuce does that way, and a few of the radishes. They do give you a cute little like care package too when you order stuff. It's got a free seed and then some stickers and a postcard with everybody from the company or whatever. And those little bags are cool too that they come in. So, all right, so I will drag the hose over and get this watered and cleaned up a little bit and kind of show you how we fill it from the top. But that is planting a green stalk. Like I said, we'll finish it off with some flowers and other things. So we'll do that here another day. But the first things are planted as far as container planting of the year. I've got one more that I'll set up, and I won't do it today. Probably in the next few weeks when I have some more plants and have a chance to make it out plant shopping. And I don't know what I'm going to do in that one this year. I always do flowers for sure, but I've done mint. It's a good way to, you know, put mint in a container so it doesn't spread everywhere. And I'm trying to think of what else. I've done peppers in one. Like I said, I did kohlrabi in one last year. They're just a cool thing. I kept seeing them, you know, of course on YouTube, and thought, yeah, I've got to have a couple of those. I think now they have pink and purple and all kinds of different colors. But I stuck with the basic terracotta, I guess, and I really do like them. I could definitely get a couple more, but I mean, how many garden beds do you need, right? Just to try to keep up with. But these are way easier to weed than in ground garden, that's for sure. So, so yeah, I'll go grab the hose and we're gonna water them. Okay, so we're just gonna fill this top part up. There are lines in there, and like I said, I think it said the first time you want it till it runs out the bottom. But I'm also, because these are seeds, I don't know if it makes a difference, but it makes me feel better. Excuse me. I'm gonna just kind of, woo, totally sprayed myself. Sprinkle the whole thing down a little bit. Should have grabbed the hose that has the actual spray nozzle on it. I figure if you do this a little bit, it's extra reassurance, and I mean, it's wet like this if it rains, right? It's probably not going to hurt it. I just don't want to do too much and wash away those seeds since they don't have a hose end or a spray nozzle on this hose. And then we'll just clean that up. And we have our first green stalk all planted for the year. Well, not all planted. Seeds started in it for the first time this year. It's exciting. It's finally spring.